Hi, I'm Jennifer Iacobucci, and welcome back to our 30-day meditation challenge. If you're new to this channel, please click the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all of the offerings that we are able to provide for you. As we begin, just taking a few moments to settle into a comfortable position. If you are laying down, or if you're seated, just noticing what body parts are in contact with a surface beneath you, whether that be a chair, a yoga mat, a couch, or a bed. And here, let's take 3 slow breaths on purpose. Inhaling for 3 seconds, pausing, and then exhaling for 3 seconds. As you continue to anchor this practice with your breath through your inhales and your exhales, notice that your mind is like a radio playing in the background. This radio can broadcast thoughts, judgments, feelings, sensations, and memories. You, as a human, are separate from this radio broadcast, and you can listen to it live. As you observe the broadcast, take a moment to try to understand what are your thoughts, which are judgments or evaluations, and which are impulses, and notice them. Ensuring that you are still breathing and connecting with your breath throughout this exercise. If you've gotten distracted by this radio broadcast of your mind, take a moment, inhale, and exhale to release. And I want you to shift your awareness. So instead of listening to everything that the mind is broadcasting, I want you to pause and reflect on the many roles you have held in your life. This could be when you were a child, a student, an employee, friend, partner, and many more. What is it like in this moment to witness your changing roles? As you witness your changing roles, notice what each one may feel like in your body. Does one role bring a little bit more pain than the other? Or does another role bring a lot more happiness than one you've previously thought of? As you spend some time navigating the different roles you have in your life, allow yourself to take a nice deep breath and exhale the thought of these roles from your mind, coming back to just you and your breath. And as we continue to move through the radio broadcast of our mind, now is the time where we may stop on a channel to help us acknowledge the darkness. And what I mean by that is when you sit and you bring your awareness towards yourself, bringing your awareness inwards, what is the hardest thing you have to accept about yourself? Pause here and just allow yourself to be present and to see that darkness. As you sit with this darkness, notice if it has any effect on your physical being. Maybe you feel a little bit more tension in your shoulders or some tightness in your chest. If it's a little bit too much, always an option to come back to the breath. We take a nice deep inhale and let the belly expand. And then you exhale, releasing any of that tension. And noticing that as we acknowledge the hardest thing about ourselves, that it may require some forgiving. What does forgiving mean to you? What painful thoughts, judgments, feelings, sensations, or memories do you have to let go of to practice forgiveness? Take a few moments and reflect on that now. Take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, maybe allowing some of that forgiveness to wash over you. Not only over your physical body, but mentally and emotionally as well. It is at this time that I want to remind you As humans, we don't get to choose our history. Some of our past hurts may in fact inform who we are today. They may have affected the choices that we've made in the past or currently continue to make. Notice the stories your mind creates to explain who you are. Notice how your history impacts who you are today. Take the next few moments to do so. Once more, allowing our breath to act as a wave to clear any thoughts that have come up that you don't want to carry forward with you throughout the day. As we inhale, the belly expands, we fill our lungs up with air. And as we exhale, the air releases, shifting our awareness back to the present moment. And before we leave here today, I want to just do a little practice with you. This practice allows us to come back into the present moment. Let's start by bringing some movement to our body, wiggling out through our fingers and our toes. Maybe shifting the head from side to side, stretching out through the body. And slowly opening the eyes if you haven't already. Welcome back to the space. I want you to take a moment and look around. What do you see in front of you? Maybe listing off 5 things in your mind or out loud. Whether it be the microphone or a bookcase, wrong side, a bookcase. And what are 4 things you can feel? Maybe one hand touching the other, the chair beneath you or surface beneath you, clothing on your body. What are 3 things you can hear? Maybe the sound of this recording or something in the background. What are 2 things you can smell? They don't have to be distinct. Can be a pet beside you. Maybe some laundry being done in another room. And lastly, what is one thing you can taste? Often for me, it's leftover coffee. Allow yourself to fully be back in this present moment by using our senses to put us back where we physically are. Hands can come to heart. Thank you for practicing today.